Welcome to Graphics GCSE. We're going to start you off with a mood board and you need to read this task sheet first. The next video is one example of how you might go about the task of creating a mood board. Okay, Mr. Pym here. I'm going to show you how to start your first task in graphics. What we want you to do is make a sheet about the formal elements, but before we do that I want you to choose a brand of soft drink, and I want you to look up the shape of the bottle, and then we're going to make a template for the bottle. So I've got a scrap piece of paper, I'm folding it in half, and I'm folding it in half again, and that means that I can cut from that a shape to make our bottle template. So I've got that, then I'm going to cut it quickly, and we're working on A4 size because that will be the size of your books. When we get you back into school, you can take this first task and stick it in your brand new graphics book. So I've got my scrap paper there, and now I am going to fold it in half like this way, and I'm going to draw just the half shape of the bottle. Okay, so I'm using my phone, and I've got here a outline of a Orangina bottle. So I've got my outline of an Orangina bottle, and I'm going to sketch that shape on. You want it to be a bit smaller than this because we've got to get 4 of them on the page for the first task. We're going to do 4 of the formal elements to begin with. So you can see I'm just sketching on the top, making sure there's enough width for it, and then it maybe comes out a bit further. Actually, it's quite a wide bottle, and then back into there, and then I'm going to cut that out to create the template. The idea of this is that you would get then the same shape wherever you work on the page. So quickly cut that out. Get the top right. There we go. Get my phone out of the way. And then you're going to use this to draw out your bottle of your chosen brand in it. You need to be quite near the edge so that you aren't overlapping. I mean, you could overlap, that'd be quite nice. Round we go. Okay, the next stage is to write in the 4 of the first formal elements that we're doing. So they are line, I'm going to write them down in small letters here. I'm going to rub that out after. Tone, pattern, and colour. Do them in any order. And then I'm going to use my knowledge of these 4 areas, line, tone, pattern and colour, to draw out a design that has those at the centre of it. So first of all, I'm going to put almost like a label, the word line in here, but I'm only going to use lines to create that effect. And so here we are, I'm going to do that, and maybe even try and curve it a little bit, but and so the word is made of lines. Okay. The next one, of course, will be tone. So with this one, again, use your knowledge of typography that we did in Year 9 to create a letter form. So T, O, and so forth. Now I'm not going to do them all, but here obviously I've got to allow a bit of tone into it, so I can start to shade and maybe create a 3D effect, shading the underside and the left hand side to create a 3D effect. Now I'm going to do pattern. Now pattern probably will need to be like smaller letters, but the pattern can go all the way around the bottle shape. So I'm going to sketch out my P. Now I'm going to add some more detail to it. So first of all I'm going to divide up the line shapes here by creating a line design that goes around the bottle, maybe emphasising its roundness, but also dividing it up into sections, creating a line pattern and a design that uses the whole bottle shape. If you're clever, you can make it look 3D by making the lines closer together, and so on around. More work can be done on that. Same thing with pattern. We can take different sections to work different patterns into. So I'm going to make these all follow up to the top and make these, each one of these, a different section. So for the first pattern I'm going to do 3-line pattern. And obviously for colour, I'm going to need a colour set. I'm going to think of Orangina as the background colour, so in which case I'm going to use a really strong orange as a background to the colour. It's the signature colour of the brand, so that could go round all the different letters. So I've developed this a bit more, but it's a long way from being finished. So I developed the tone title, put in some patterns, the colour, added a title, and here the definition. It can be very simple. So a line connects 2 points and can be straight or curved. And so you've got to say what tone is, colour is, and pattern is. How you lay out the page, how you include the bottle shapes or one big bottle shape is up to you. Be as creative as you can. So you don't have to use the same brand, you can use something else apart from Orangina, and you can lay out the page, overlap the bottles and be creative in any way you want. Looking forward to seeing how you tackle this first task.